Hello and welcome to another episode of What Do You Call It?
Hello.
I'm your host, GB. Today's guest, she has two thumbs and the biggest heart in wrestling. Please give it up, Vicky Two Thumbs, which is what I was doing at the beginning, just so you know.
Yes, I give you
uh,
one thumb. I'm holding
oh,
my phone.
should have had
So.
the phone, yeah. I'll let you off them. One thumb for today. Vicky
Yes.
Two Thumbs, how you doing? You all good today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Work, so, but doing the podcast and having a chilled evening, can't complain. So, just getting back into the podcasting now and get to speak to you. So we should have fun. I think I spoke to a few people that you have actually wrestled, which we'll
Oh,
probably talk about
lovely.
as well. But before we talk about UKPW training, why you are tenacious, and thumbs up, let's rewind the clocks, go back to the beginning, and discover what actually got you into wrestling in the first place. What made you a fan?
Well, the thing is, it's not the typical story. Like I
Mhm.
wasn't watching it as a kid. I
Yeah.
wish I was. I remember like when I was like 10 or something, I saw
Mhm.
like one Undertaker match and I was like, oh, I like that guy. And then I
Yeah.
stopped watching it for like years. And then like I stumbled upon a random episode of Raw one day, like with my friend. And
Mhm.
then like from that point I was hooked. I was just like, I need to become a wrestler. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. That was it.
What was on the episode of Raw, if you do remember?
I think it might have been AJ Lee, but I don't know who she was facing.
Mm.
But yeah, I was just a massive fan of AJ Lee.
I liked her. I think she didn't get enough credit for her run. I think at the time it was kind of still the Diva era, but she
Yeah.
stood out like a sore thumb because she
Oh
could,
yeah.
and because she was still having pretty good matches despite the short time that she was given.
Yeah, I agree.
But I liked her. Hopefully she comes back. But I think with CM Punk and no, she's writing books as well. She seems to be in a good place. So whatever she does
Yeah.
makes it happen, which is awesome. Um, when you did get interested in them, sort of following from that, who else was kind of like your favourites? Like who kind of made you a fan of it as well? Not just AJ Lee. So when you began watching it on a more regular basis, who did you kind of find yourself to be? Oh, I've got to watch that person specifically.
Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
Matt Hardy. Love Matt Hardy.
Broken
Jeff
that
Hardy,
home.
obviously. um, I don't know. Shawn Michaels. Yeah, definitely Shawn Michaels. Like Shawn
Nice.
Michaels. Eddie Guerrero. Like Eddie Guerrero a lot.
Ah,
Uh,
you
yeah.
get a thumb up for that one. Just 'cause he's one of my favourites all time. Love him.
Yeah. I love Eddie. But
If you
yeah,
remember
there's quite a few
What
others.
was it, Woolworths, a lot of fans would go over their heads, but I think you'll remember the shop. I actually bunked school to meet him, so I always will
Oh
cherish
wow.
that. It was 100% worth it. I can say it now because I'm not at school. I mean, school was many, many years ago. About revealing my
Yeah.
age, obviously, but no, that's cool. That's cool. Got good taste, I can tell. So, what actually inspired you to become a pro wrestler?
Well, I mean, I think it was all like because at the time I was having a hard time like at school because I
Hmm.
was being bullied quite a bit, and I was like, I need something that like makes me stand out, like something that's different, something that I can dedicate all my time to,
Yeah,
and like takes me away from the current situation that I was in because it was such a horrible place to be. I needed somewhere different,
yeah.
so that's where I found training and
Mm.
literally dedicate my entire life to it. So
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. Like I know, like a lot of people say wrestling allows them to sort of escape reality and just get them, keep the mind occupied. But not necessarily actually heard anyone say, "I wanted to train to become a wrestler because sort of I was being bullied at school and stuff." So I think that's quite inspirational, for you to open up. And I mean, it's kind of shit to hear at the same time, but
Yeah,
it kind of gave you
but
this passion at the same time.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a big part of like who I am as Vicky Two Thumbs, like
Yeah,
my self belief,
yeah.
my self
Always tenacious.
positivity. Yeah, my always tenaciousness. It really stems from being bullied and like
Yeah.
having people put me down. I realized that I have to be positive in myself and like love
Mm.
myself. Like as cliche as that sounds, but
Hmm.
that's the
No,
only
but it's
way,
true though.
really.
Spot on though. You're not wrong.
Mm,
And I did hear that, and I got that kind of impression from some of the promos you were cutting. I saw them on your Instagram reels. We weren't getting angry. I think I can't remember the person you fell out with, but he's like, "I will get revenge, but I'm not mad."
yeah. Oh, that was Andros. That was Andros
That was
J.
it. That's the one.
100%. Yeah.
I
Oh,
will
man,
catch
I'd
up with
punch that
you.
guy in the face if I could. I'd punch Andros in the face.
Might get him on to see if we, if you see how
Yeah.
he feels about you. But not joking. Um,
Let's do it. It'll be like Jeremy Cole. It'll be brilliant.
I've only watched a documentary on that, by the way. I thought I've just got to mention it. Just yeah, it was the basically what led to it. It's just I was like he really was a bit of a cock, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
And just a
massively.
massive bully as well. I mean, speaking of bullies,
Yeah,
he was one of the biggest bullies of them all. But he had that platform. He was adored by the country at one point.
yeah,
Then you actually realize and you hear the stories. He was massive cunt.
yeah, 100%.
But I did kind of enjoy watching the show because I would feel a bit better about myself. But then
Yeah,
watching that documentary kind of made me feel quite bad. Like they were just, these people were actually having problems and they exploited it. So bloody hell,
yeah,
it's the first time I've ever talked about Jeremy Kyle. It's just because I randomly watched it on Channel 4. I think it was last
yeah.
week actually, and I just thought I'd share that. So I'll stop waffling on, moving on. So back to wrestling. So you talked about where, sort of what inspired you to become a pro wrestler. But what did you find to be some of the biggest challenges in terms of your training? Not just necessarily the bumps, but also sort of how would you adapt to it? Um,
Mm.
and sort of, learning to wrestle with men and women as well.
Well, I think most of the challenges for me
Hmm.
is when I was growing up, I was never particularly gifted at sports. I wasn't an athlete. I wasn't a gymnast. Like, I couldn't catch a ball until I was 10 because I have coordination issues. I
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
might be dyspraxia, but I haven't actually been diagnosed.
yeah.
And I've recently found out I'm actually autistic as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like, for me, it's more, I didn't realize wrestling was so mentally challenging. Like, for
Hmm.
me, it's the more mental side than the physical side that gets me because it's
Okay.
just so much to wrap your head around. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's why I love it so much as well, because it really forces you to like adapt and change yourself as a person.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the hardest part
Mm.
for me, is just mentally.
I like to hear that like wrestling does have that positive outcome. I know obviously like shows like Dark Side of Wrestling, a lot of people just do want to focus on the wrestling, like the negatives, but to hear that it's quite comforting, and I think that's quite rewarding as well. But for anyone that does want to get into wrestling, just to hear that it's
Yeah.
good. Like I like a bit of positive, positivity. As the New Day say, power of positivity. So
Yes.
we've just spoke about the training, what got you into it, but when did you make the official in-ring debut, if you do remember the date, or at least the year?
um I remember the year. I think it might have been February or March, but it was 2018.
Hmm.
So I started training in 2016 on the 13th of November, and then I didn't make my debut until 2018. So
Okay. With the debut that you'd make, did you have any friends or family there? I have to ask because it's quite popular for UK wrestlers to have their friends or their families or whatever,
yeah.
sort of cheer for them or something. But I want to hear about your debut. How did it go? Also, how did you think it personally went, and what was the feedback that you received from other people?
Yeah. I mean, so my debut match was a very unusual one.
Hmm.
Usually, you debut in a rumble,
Yeah, yeah.
you debut in a singles match, tag match, whatever.
Hmm.
They threw me in the deep end. They were like, ladder match. And I was like,
Fuck off.
okay, like, cool, like, cool. I didn't touch the ladder once because I was like, you know what? It's chill. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna fight this person and
yeah,
only
yeah,
this person because she looks like someone I can fight.
yeah. Hmm.
So I spent the entire match brawling with her. And then like I was like, oh, we're gonna go in an elevator and we'll brawl in the elevator. It'll be really cool. Elevator doesn't work. So then we have to like fight our way through a crowd of people up this staircase. While the entire time I'm like, excuse me, sorry, need to come through. And
Yeah.
they're just not budging.
Just like wash your board or something. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then like I was really, really skinny back then. I had like a black emo fringe. I was like really, really tiny.
Mm.
And then I just remember being chucked out of the ring, just like lifted above someone's head, gorilla press style, and chucked. And it was just, yeah, it was
That's
eventful.
that's very eventful. That's pretty bonkers to be honest. I mean, it was like battle
Yeah,
royal, went in for like a minute, got thrown out, say hi to mum on the way out. That was it. But
yeah.
for me to be like elevator, ladders, and
Yeah, but do you know what was even better? Do you know what was even better?
Mhm.
So when I'm pressing this elevator button, trying to get this elevator to work,
Yeah.
my dad is walking around the elevator, following me with a camera, trying to record me the entire time.
Oh, bless
Amazing.
him.
Yeah,
This is what my daughter wants to commit herself to.
yeah, pretty much.
Have you found like your family's been quite supportive in terms of the wrestling?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I don't think they 100% understand it,
Yeah.
but like whenever I'm like, look, sorry, like I have a show, like sorry, it's your wedding. I have a show. Like they're like,
Mm.
it's cool. It's cool. I get it. I get it. Like they always understand.
Mm.
Like they don't 100% get like the business at all
Yeah.
or like wrestling,
So
but
why it
they
has
know
the
that I'm
following it
passionate.
has, and you know the crowds, why people love it, but they understand,
Yeah.
you know, why kind of why you love it so much.
Yeah, I think they can tell that I love it, and that's one of the things I care about most in life. So they're not going to argue with me. They're like, I'm going to support you. So it's nice.
No, that's pretty cool. I like that to hear that they understand. I know some people, I think most people like have their parents they'll be understanding, but some people just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Whilst they're
Yeah.
watching EastEnders or something, just like
Yeah,
I don't get
yeah.
that. Sorry if anyone does like EastEnders. Like I don't mind it, but I tried to use that as an analogy. Like, well, wrestling's
Yeah.
so is EastEnders, so fuck off.
Yeah.
I want to ask about UKPW. A few people have had from there on the roster on the show as well. But I want to ask, what was it like for you, not just to wrestle for them, but to wrestle in your hometown, Chatham?
Oh, it was incredible. Like that's a bucket list. Like, and the fact that I got to wrestle in the Pentagon, like as well, because like I used to go there all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
And like I remember when I heard, I can't remember what company, but there was a wrestling company that was doing shows in the Pentagon before UKPW. And like I was just like, oh my god, I really want to wrestle there. I didn't even know this was possible. And like I just like had it on the list. I was like, I want this to happen. And then just being able to be there and just like in the center, like doing a show, just blew my mind. Like, and it was like, I love UKPW so much. Like they just they took a chance on me, and like it just makes me so happy. Like just being there, like all the Chatham people as well, like the crowds, they were great. It was just amazing. And like Gillingham as well, like doing the Gillingham like charity thing with UKPW, that was so good. Like the fans almost took my breath away. Like I came out and I just didn't expect so many people like to come and watch us, like just random wrestling in the middle of the high street, but there were so many people, and it just made me so happy. It really did.
No, that's cool. I can tell the way you're talking about it as well. I'm actually goosebumps at the moment now. Just like reliving it. I really like their setup as well, and just like how they edit the stuff, and the commentary is good. And I think the in-ring action itself is pretty good as well. And I enjoyed the match as well. Meme, he's quite funny. What's his name? Is that his name? I always get it wrong. No, I know he was wrestling memes, but memes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought your match with him was quite fun.
Oh yeah, that was a really fun match. That's honestly one of my favorite matches. Me personally,
not just intergender, but equal rights. Well, no, was it equal rights?
Equal fights.
That's the
I think that's the one.
Rights, equal fights. That's the one.
Well, that's where I'm the most comfortable, to be honest. I've been doing intergender for like 6 years now. It's just
really? So
like
you actually prefer working with men as opposed to women?
I think it's because for the longest time I trained with only guys. So training with girls is kind of new to me, but I also like doing whatever. Like I'm just grateful for a booking, to be honest. I like to wrestle.
I have seen you work with women as well, but I've seen you do it with just not with men, and then like intergender tag team matches, and then with women as well. Because I know you had a triple threat with Bo Bells, former guest of the show as well. So, but I think that kind of gives you that variety as well.
Yeah,
and, kind of it may improve you, maybe without even knowing it. And it obviously increases your comfortability as well with working with whoever.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, to jump back to UKPW, I just want to say, like, I love their shows because they're so professional. Like, they're so, everything's just so, like, just, I don't know what the word is, just so perfect, I guess. It's just, like, just the way they do things. Like, I like the ring, I like the way it looks. Like, the camera crew are great. Everything's just, it's just good. I don't know. It felt awesome.
Honestly, just the way you're talking about, like, and people I spoke to about UKPW, everyone's very complimentary of it. It's very positive, and you can see. I know it's like mostly family shows, but it's the reception that they get there as well. It's just, so I can tell it's a continuous support to the program. It's good, obviously, as you like to say, comes up to them.
Yes, I mean it's a very positive environment. It really is.
No, I like to hear that. I know because the UK scene wasn't at that period, but that's fine. We've got rid of that now. Now we have mentioned about Gillingham and Chatham. What other locations would you like to wrestle
in? Like, that's a tough one. I want to wrestle in as many locations as possible. Like I want to make like a geographical map of like I've been here, I've been here, I've been here.
Yeah.
Like, that would be so cool. Like recently, I've gone up to Stoke-on-Trent, but that's the furthest I've been to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, oh, I just want to go everywhere. Like if I could go down to Liverpool, that'd be cool. If I could go to Manchester, if I could go to Glasgow, I'd love that. I really would.
I'm sorry to hear you went to Stoke-on-Trent. No, I'm joking. I went up there years ago to watch football. After I support Arsenal, we lost. So I wasn't really happy, but yeah.
Oh,
I just had to. I like to bitch a lot, but no, that's cool. I think hopefully you can achieve that. I know you've been doing it for like a couple of years now. Obviously, it's still sort of young as well. But you know, it'll happen. I can imagine. A fun question to ask. It relates to your thumbs. So as you are always tenacious, if you can pick three celebrities. Normally, I ask this question, but I'm trusting it to sort of cater towards you and who you are.
yeah.
Three celebrities, dead or alive, fictional, whatever. I don't even have to be celebrities. It could be anyone that you would like to, that you think would receive 2 thumbs up from yourself, that you would love to just go out to them. Who would you pick and why?
Oh gosh, this is where I forget like every celebrity in the world.
We can just make a wrestling if you want, but it's entirely up to you. It can be anyone, past or present. I say future,
yeah.
but it'd be hard to think of someone from the future. But I don't know.
I mean, it's quite a difficult one. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm very music orientated,
Mhm.
so I'd have to say like Brian. I can't pronounce his second name. Burkheister, something. The guy from I Prevail, what like the lead singer.
Like what?
That's
Pierce the
my
Bell?
favorite band. Sorry.
Did you say Pierce the Bell?
No, I Prevail.
Oh no,
But
no.
also Pierce the Bell's a good band too.
No, the first band, no
yeah.
idea. What? So what they called? Like, I do this sometimes, like, because I know I can listen back, but I just
Yeah.
to fresh my mind. What's the band called?
I Prevail.
So I didn't realize about my for the not just yourself, but anyone that is going to be watching this on YouTube later. Sorry for
Yeah.
the glitch, like the Matrix. I didn't really notice until like about a couple minutes ago. I was like, but I'm going to apologize for now. But the audio is
cool.
good, so that's the main thing. Okay, so we've got the guy from I Prevail. Awesome.
Yeah. It would have to be Ollie Sykes from Bring the Horizon, because that was my favorite band for the longest time.
Good band.
Obviously, I have to meet Ollie, and like I know it's kind of a weird one, but I'd have to say Bill Skarsgård, just because I'm really obsessed with it. And I've collected so many
They're
like
brilliant.
Funkos and everything.
I really liked like both chapters, and I thought he was fantastic.
Oh yeah, same, 100%.
I really like the original one as well, but I just thought this one just a completely different level. And I think like I was just the fuck is this? Watching the cinema, I was like, oh, I can't handle this. I don't know what's scarier, that film or this glitch at the moment, because I'm freaking out at the moment. Sorry, I don't know what it's like for you and your phone, but it's tripping me out.
You're like jumping around the screen. It's brilliant.
At least someone, fuck's sake. Oh, cool. Goals, wrestling goals. Who at the moment, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone from like WWE or AEW, but even anyone in the UK scene or someone that you know but haven't wrestled. But if you can name a few people, it's like the list of Jericho. Name a few people that you'd like to wrestle in the next few years.
I've actually got like a list on my phone, to be fair. So I might see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if it allows me to just stop, what the hell is this? I've gone pink now. Okay, cool.
You gone pink?
No. Josh gonna keep it. It's entertaining. I think.
Like this is a long list, though. This is a long list.
Go for it. This episode is about you. It's about like the audience want to get to know you as well, and you might say some names. I might have interviewed them. I might be interviewing them. I might be able to stir the pot. We can get a match.
Yeah.
Honestly, name them. Let's have fun.
Okay. So putting out into the universe. So I want to face Artemis. Oh, hello. Sorry, my phone went weird then. I want to face Artemis in a singles match because I think she's incredible. Meme team, I want to face them in a tag match. I think that'll be fun. Literally any of them. There's 3 of them. Like any 2.
Donna's Pain.
Yeah. But I want Bo Bells in a singles because I really enjoyed that triple threat. Ava White, I'd like to face Ava White in the singles as well. Never met Ava White, but I think she's a really good talent. Same with Crowley singles because I think Charles Crowley's amazing. I'm a
Yeah,
big fan of him.
Yeah.
Xander, I'd like to face him in singles, so I really like Xander. That's the same for Raven Kemp as well, because I love Demon Death Squad.
I'm still here.
Okay,
Sorry,
cool.
1 second.
That's all right.
Hey! It's not fun now. Continue, Xander. Yep.
So Raven Kemp, Sir Selfie.
Mhm.
I just think Sir Selfie versus Vicky Two Thumbs would be such a good match.
Such a great name, by the way.
Sir Selfie, amazing. Taylor James, love to face him in singles.
Mhm.
Me and my old tag team, Tenacity, we faced the Rebellion, and it was literally my favorite match I've ever done. So, facing Taylor James and Jack Torino in singles would be great for me. I'd like to face Mia Cortez again because I really like Mia Cortez. I faced her twice, well, 3 times now. Andros J, I can finally get my match with him. That'll be good because he's been annoying me.
Have you not actually wrestled then?
No, he's just been annoying me for the past few months, and it's just I'd like to finally have a match with him.
Ducking you.
Yeah, he is. He is. Dal Jones, I'd happily face him in a singles or tag. I just think that'd be a really good match. Sky Smithson, I think she would be quite good to face. Harry Mack, he's also been annoying me, so I think a tag match or a singles match.
I feel like cool. I think 30% of this is just people who've just annoyed you.
A little bit. But Prince Dean, I actually tagged with him recently. But I'd love to have
interesting dude. I got a massive soft spot for him though, but I had him on the podcast.
I love him. He's great.
It was like November or December, but yeah, he's interesting, cool dude. I like him though.
Oh, he's so cool. Lana Austin, I'd like to face her one day. Aluna Blue, I'd like to face her again. I don't think I haven't met Aluna yet. And Johnny Storm, I have a lot of respect for Johnny Storm. I'd love to face him. So that's my list.
He was at the first show I ever went to as a kid, and that was I'm gonna reveal my age. It was like 2000. Johnny Storm,
oh my God.
Long hair.
That's the year before I was born.
Fuck, I'm old. Well, I think that time of recording, I think I'm gonna be going straight to bed because it's past my bedtime already. Senior citizen. It's when Johnny Storm had the long hair and the blue suit, like the singlet. Yeah, she's like, come on.
That was so cool.
He's great. What a talent he was. But yeah, no, and yeah, thank you for making me feel old as well. Thank you for that, Vicky Two Thumbs. Awesome. So the last official question to this podcast is, I'm actually going to the question I asked everyone, and it's going back to the question I did ask you, but I twisted it a little bit. So 3 dream dinner guests for your party. You're the host, dead or alive, past or present. You can even bring your neighbour's dog. It's up to you. 3 people. Give me a reason as to why you want them. And he said music for the thumbs, who would receive thumbs up from you. But you're actually going to be hosting a meal. So think about it this way. You're going to be picking their brains. Who do you want to interact with? Who do you have a good time with? Big guest. You're the host.
Yeah.
With thumbs.
Okay. I think Ric Flair would be a good laugh. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Ric Flair would just be funny, like really
Depends
funny.
On how many drinks he has, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd be like, no alcohol, my friend. I just want to pick your brain. Like the man's passionate about the business. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen the documentary. So
the one that came out not even that long ago. Was it the Peacock one?
I can't remember. No, I think it was on Disney Plus.
I'll see that one. That's good. That's good. I mean, the man.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like he's a legend. I mean, I know his life choices are great. I think he's got like 7 ex-wives, but in the ring,
not so great. Yeah. So it'd definitely be him. I don't really know who else, to be honest. It's hard to narrow it down to 3.
Charlotte Flair.
No, definitely. I don't know. Matt Hardy, because I'd love to pick his brain, because I just think Matt Hardy's.
Let me ask that. Well, let me add to that. Broken Matt Hardy or normal Matt Hardy?
Broken Matt Hardy, all the way.
All the way. Wonderful.
Yes,
I'm not going to do impressions of everyone. Just yeah. We wouldn't have moved.
But yeah, that would be good. And who else? Don't know. I feel like, I'm just gonna chuck Russell Howard in there because like he's one of the
Really?
comedians I like. Yeah. So
Don't be in a bad way. I don't. I mentioned Jamie fucking Carr today, so we can go all random today. But like Russell Howard,
yeah, it's so
I
random.
don't hate him or anything. I just never expected to hear that name on this question I asked everyone. Now that's fair play to you. So
You need some comedy. Like you need someone to like give the comic relief.
you've got flair for that. Oh, that's sober flair. I don't think it'd be that fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you got sober flair, broken Matt Hardy, and Russell Howard.
Yep.
If anyone wants to make a graphic for me, you're more than welcome to use it like as a thumbnail. That'd be brilliant.
Thank you.
No, I applaud you for that. Good choices. Good choices. I mean, all personal to you. That's what I like about this. But no, that's awesome. As you are always tenacious, and we have finished this podcast, I would like to ask you, Vicky Two Thumbs, is there anything you want to say, anything you want to promote, anything you got lined up? Fire away, tell the world. The platform's yours now.
Self-positivity. Stay always tenacious and be the best you that you can be.
Love it. Love it.
Cringe, but it's
No,
good.
it's not. It's you. And I can tell it's heartfelt as well. I love that.
Yeah.
It's like do everything you can. I don't actually know if it's that, but that's me being cringe. And I think I've been cringing this episode, glitching and Jay McCall and thumbs up at the wrong time and everything. I just can't do it as well as you. But yeah, as we wrap this episode up, that's awesome. Thank you for coming on. I know you've been quite busy as well, in terms of scheduling this as well. So you coming on and giving me your free time means a lot.
Thank you.
For everyone that has listened to this episode and watched it, I do apologize for the glitch, but I think it adds to it. And I think it does.
It does.
Which is awesome. But yeah, if you can like, subscribe, share this video. Like this video and subscribe to the account, it'd be much appreciated. Also, if you could follow me in my social media handles, keep up to date with what I've got lined up. I have got a few cool guests to be announcing soon, and they'll be as good as Vicky Two Thumbs.
Yes.
I think I've slipped. I think I said Vicky Two Thumbs up a few times. If I have, I do apologize.
Right.
But where, if the listeners want to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Vicky Two Thumbs on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Perfect. Oh, TikTok. I will maybe get onto that, but no.
I'm traveling in it, figuring it out. It's all good.
Fair play. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on. For everyone, also have a great week and a weekend whenever you listen to this, and there'll be more episodes coming out very soon. But for now, everyone, take care.
See you later. Bye.
Hello there. I've got a special announcement for my next guest.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the complete fighter, JD Griffey, and you are listening to What Do You Call It?
You heard.
Yeah.